Go. All right. Hello, hi, everybody. I'm Keneesha Hudson. And if you know me, you know I do stuff like that. I hope all you all are well today. So excited to see you all. I would love to, just a couple things. If you want me to see who you are when you're commenting so that when I respond back, I respond to you by saying your name. Please give StreamYard permission to see your name. Hi, all you have to do is just click, there's a link right above. Just click on that link and it will show your name. That way I won't refer to you as hey, Facebook person. I can see it after, I just can't, hey Kimmy, the feed is blurry. I'm sorry about that. I'm streaming from my computer today, so it's going to be a little sketchy. If it's too bad, we'll redo it again. I will reschedule. So let me know if it continues to be blurry. And matter of fact, I'm going to go here now and see. Tell you what, I am not doing demo today, so you don't have to see me do anything, but I can do it again, another time. I can change up my technology and try it again. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is, so that y'all don't have to see the horribleness of that, I am going to switch some stuff around here. Okay. I'm going to dive right in. So what I'm going to go over today, you all, is basically, I want to just walk people through. A lot of times we run ads and we're constantly talking to a lot of people, about Urbanbella, how to get, your hair like this. And so one of the questions that comes up all the time is, how do I get my hair? How do I get my hair like that? Like, how do I get started? So I wanted to take the time to show, the process, explain to people, hey, here's exactly what you need to do. So let me tie that. One of the things that, so this is what I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over where people usually mess up, just their misunderstandings about a lot. So I'm going to start off by talking about what you think and how to kind of reprogram your thinking about natural hair. Then I'm going to really quickly explain what the steps are, okay? And then after that, I'm going to, we'll wrap that up, see what kind of questions you all have. And what I'll do over the course of time is I'll dive deeper into each part so that you all understand exactly what to do. So this is just a high-level introduction of the whole thing I'm going to go over. And I can see my feed and I can see that it is very blurry. Let me know if you can't hear me. If you can't hear me, I will absolutely reschedule it from right now. But I'll put up some images and things so you don't have to watch that horrible blurry image of me. Okay, so let's dive right in and let me cover the material. And I am happy to do it again. And I don't want to cancel tonight because I wasn't on last week because of we didn't have any power and Wi-Fi. Y'all remember that storm. Okay, so let's dive right on in again. So let me start with this. If you are new here, welcome to Urbanbella. I'm Keneesha Hudson, the founder of Urbanbella, and I do a lot of teaching, a lot of educating. I like to explain how the ins and outs of natural hair, because it isn't just about products. It's also about you understanding technique and how to manage natural hair. And that is one of the main challenges I find for naturals, okay? So knowing that, let me save y'all from watching that horrible image, because I can see that, and that's annoying to me. Give me 1 second, you all. Let me change your overlay. Let's just flip to that. Okay, so you all just see that. You don't have to see this blurry, terrible image. All right, so the thing is, most of the time people come into, when we meet people, we're talking about natural hair, what we learn is that they're misinformed about a lot of things. They're not really, the first thing is people really need to understand that everybody's hair is different. Most people, they'll come in, They'll see someone already here at Urbanbella. They'll see someone in the street and they're like, hey, I want my hair to look exactly like I saw this girl and she has hair. I want my hair to look just like her hair. And we're like, okay, well, who did you see? Did you get her name? I don't know her name, but she says she comes here. That's usually where the challenges start. If you think you look at someone, you want hair just like them, and then you get your hair done, it's not exactly like that because we're working with natural texture hair. So you really want to just aim for one specific thing with natural hair. That is, how do I get my curls, my texture to look the most defined and stay defined? If you can get that down pat, you are ahead of the game. You're doing really, really well with that. Most people, once they get their hair well hydrated, they love their hair. Now, the problem with getting there is that this is what we have learned. I've learned over the years. You have to just trust the process. Most people do not trust the process. They see someone else. They want to be there. They want to be where someone they met in the mall today. They want to be there today, but they have been wearing maybe a sew-in for years, or maybe they've been wearing their hair straight for years and pressing it. They're natural, but not quite textured natural. Or you've been using products that just really haven't given you the hydration level that you need. If you can just pause for a second, say, okay, if I ease up off maybe product junkie mode for a moment, stick to a routine, stick to a system just for a moment. And a moment, let me be clear about a moment, y'all. A moment is at least 2 months. Stick to it and just follow a routine. And I'm going to lay one out for you. Follow a routine for 60 days. You will see an entirely different head of natural hair. Okay. And I'm going to tell you exactly where to start with Urbanbella. And I will tell you one of the main things that I want y'all to make sure you understand is there's a difference between styled hair and unstyled hair. We'll dive into that next. But first, let's just, before I even go into what the process is, I want to tell you that the Urbanbella process, the way we do it, we have been doing it for years. And when I say years, I mean 16 years. And it works. It has worked. It works for our customers. It works for me. I have never been a person who, and I've told y'all this before, who's like, oh, I love my hair. It looks oh so fabulous. That's never been me. And so I want you all to just start off with just trust to say, you know what? Yes, I've tried a lot of things. Yes, some of it's worked, some of it has not. But I'm going to give this Urbanbella routine a try, okay? And understand the Urbanbella routine is product and process. So it's two parts to it, okay? All right. So one of the first things I want to really explain, and I'm going to show y'all a photo of me. Styled hair is different than unstyled hair. So you have to ask yourself, are you a person who's like, I need my hair styled and on point and looking the same every single day? If that's you, yes, you're going to find being a textured natural to be a bit more of a challenge to grow to it. And let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this photo that I have up, this is styled hair. This is fresh. This is from a wash and go that I did live on with you all this past like spring, summer. Let's say this is like May, June. I don't know when this is. I'm gonna pop up another photo and I'm gonna show you my hair unstyled. This is me on my way to the salon. No, I don't know where I was on my way to. I probably wasn't on my way to the salon. But this is me on my way somewhere before my hair was styled. So bushy fro, it's still curly. I got product in it, but it's just like a week later. So this is unstyled hair versus styled hair, okay? So it's important to understand too, when you see people, you know, where are they? What are you seeing exactly? And you can have both. It's just what's your aim, what's your goal? I encourage you to be comfortable here and be comfortable here. It's the same head of hair. Matter of fact, y'all, that's the same shirt. Look, not only the same shirt, I got the shirt on today. So And this is my hair today. This is like tomorrow. This is like 7-day-old hair. So I don't know how blurry this is. It's probably still really blurry, but it's definitely. I want you to understand that it is not always perfect. It's your textured hair. Okay. Let me just pause for a second. Let me look at some questions and comments. All right. Am I supposed to be seeing something? Claire, yes. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Claire. Claire, I'm having some my video looks terrible. So I just decided to not force you to watch a blurry video because I'm not demonstrating anything today, Claire, but normally I do. But today I'm not. So I'm going to come back around and probably do this exact same class again, just with a different camera. So I'll improve that. But thank you for joining, Claire. And if you have any questions, just post them here. Okay. All right. So just to continue on here. All right, so I want to make sure y'all understand, most of the time, usually when I get on camera and present myself, I am somewhere between styled and mediocrely styled. Like maybe the hair is like 3-4 days old, or sometimes it's even a week old. It just really depends. But that's something important to know. I think a lot of people forget that, hey, you know what? Am I looking at somebody's hair that's kind of perfect, kind of style and good to go? Real important to know. All right. So another thing I want to tell people is don't judge yourself against the work of professional stylists. If you've ever been to Urbanbella and gotten your hair done by the styling team here, you don't want to go home and think you're going to produce the exact same result. That's a lot of work. That's hard. It's not the easiest thing to do. So make sure that you give yourself time to grow. It's a process. I do my own hair and it looks good. And they do my hair and it looks good too. But sometimes they just do it a lot better. They're taking time. They're not me. They're not tired. So give yourself some room there with letting you kind of really get your sea legs with technique. All right. One thing I want to make sure y'all also know too is that I am not a professional stylist. And sometimes people call and they think they want to book an appointment with me. Let this be an example here that I am not a professional stylist. So I just want to make sure I emphasize that to you all, that I let you know, full disclosure, I'm not. And that's why I like showing you with me doing my hair, because I am not Shauna and Kaya. Okay. I did not go to cosmetology school. I don't work in the salon and do hair all day. I'm not perfecting hair technique for people who are paying to have services done. So when I'm doing my hair, I'm more like a consumer. I'm more like you all. So that's why I like to show you with me doing my hair, because that's more realistic. Those are more realistic goals. Okay. All right. So moving along here. Let's see. What do we have next? All right. So basically it's a process. Okay. For everybody. For me, I have a lot of photos that I will show you all on a part 2 of this that really, when the pandemic first hit, and I was doing my own hair, it was interesting. It wouldn't last very long. I had to really kind of say, all right, let me take my time and figure out what I'm doing wrong. And if you watch those videos, you will see where I was not getting it right at all. Okay. All right. Let's see. You don't see the comment. I'm not seeing the comments or questions. You're not. Okay. Let me see if I'm hiding them or something. Hold on. Let me see, y'all, if there's a reason you cannot. I'm just going to test something. Hi, can y'all see this comment? Let me know if y'all can see this comment right here. I'm going to post it. Can you see that comment? Tell me if y'all see that comment right there. And also, Kimberly and Charlotte, are y'all in the group or are y'all on the page? Tell me that part. Okay, so Tanya can see it. Tanya, Michelle, and Kimmy, are you all on the page or the group? Tell me where you are, because this is broadcasting to all 3. You know what I might do, y'all? I might cut it. I wonder if I can cut it on YouTube. I wonder if YouTube's causing it. No, it's not YouTube. It's not that. Kimberly, you said no. Kimberly wouldn't know to what? Are you in the group, Kimberly? Jamil and Kimberly, are y'all in the group? Tell me if y'all are in the group. And that'll tell me if it's the group that can't see them, because Kimmy and Tanya and Michelle can see comments. So Tanya, you're in the group and you can see comments. Kimmy, that's weird. Let me see. Well, you know what, y'all? I mean, I'm actually watching it myself. Where am I? Yeah, I can see comments, but I'm on the Urbanbella page watching it. I'm on the Urbanbella page watching it. I didn't go to the group and watch it. I can see comments everywhere, y'all. And let me say this, they will post, okay? If you cannot see, I don't know if I'm in the group or not. I know, Jamil, we everywhere. I don't know if I'm in the group half the time either. And I'll give you one worse. When I'm actually responding to y'all, sometimes I don't know if I'm responding as Keneesha or Urbanbella. I'm like, wait, I hope that doesn't seem weird. I hope they realize all of it's me at the moment. Okay, so I'll keep going. I will say this, if you don't see the comments now, you will be able to see them. And I can see them, so feel free to post comments. I will see them, and comments are good because y'all, this whole series I'm doing, oh, Nikki, you can't see me because you see a picture. That's because I put up a picture, Nikki, because my live video feed was so horrible. I didn't want it to be terrible for you all too. So, and I'm not doing a demo, Nikki. So I will do one, but I'm not doing one today. And that way it just won't kill your eyes and your experience to see that blurry picture. I need to change my camera. When I change my camera, I will do, we'll do it again. We'll do this one more time, but I want you all to get the information you need, and we'll come back around again. Y'all know I love being on video and talking. Okay, so where am I? Okay, so let me go back to my notes. There's actually an outline here. I don't want to skip anything. Okay, so, and this is not a long one tonight, you all. This is really just to make sure that you all are understanding how to get started, okay? So what we just kind of talked about, just to recap, is what goes wrong with natural hair, what really goes wrong, okay? The first thing, just to remind everyone, everybody's hair is different. You have to trust the process. You all, most people are probably like me. I am very impatient. If you tell me something, I'm going natural today, I want to look like whoever I saw today, fix it right now. That's me. I'm the same way, but it does not work that way with natural hair. You have to give your hair time to pretty much really rehydrate. That's really what you're doing more than anything. Once your hair is well hydrated and cut, you can do anything you want, but that's usually a 2-month process with quality product, okay? Most people we meet are bouncing around from product to product to product, and their hair shows it. It's usually really, really dry. And most people do not even understand the level of dryness they have. So people will say to us, we'll say, well, how do you feel about your hair? Do you feel like it's hydrated? Do you feel like it's this, that? They're like, yeah, I think it's great. We'll say, well, what are your challenges? And they'll say, well, my hair's kind of dry. You're like, well, wait a minute. You just said it wasn't. So, the understanding of, is my hair dry? Big part of what people are struggling with, okay? Styled hair, very different from unstyled hair. You gotta, know that there's an evolution. You get your hair done on a Monday, by the time you get to, Thursday, that head looks entirely different. Case in point, just for those who may just be joining us, this is day 1 hair, all right? This is day 7 hair. Same person, just different. That hair, one head of hair isn't longer than the other one. This is shrinkage, this is bedhead. And yes, I went out in the street like that. And I wear my hair that way. So, that's just, my comfort, my judge. So what are you judging yourself against? So just, again, you have to give yourself a little bit of time, give yourself a break too. And don't judge yourself against a salon professional. That's what they do all day long. They don't do anything else, okay? It's a process. You just have to give it some time. All right, so to round it out here so I can dive back into some questions, the steps. So the first thing you want to do is start with a great haircut or trim, all right? That is really, really important. One of the things that I noticed, and I'm going to show you a couple of things here. Let's back up. Don't know why that's tickering for y'all. I'm sorry, but oh, there we go. I'm sorry, give me 1 second, y'all. I do not want that to do that. That looks weird. There we go. Okay, excellent. So start with a great haircut or a trim. So this is a lot of what makes it more difficult for people to have good looking hair at home. If you have a really, really great haircut or a really great trim, it makes your life so much easier. So when I say I'm not a stylist, a lot of times when I'm sitting in meetings with like other people in the industry, or I'm just in a meeting, just like maybe a management meeting or something, somebody will say, your hair looks really good. And I just like, really? Thank you. And I honestly will say, yeah, I have a really good haircut. Yeah, my gels really make my hair last a long time. And it makes or breaks the day. Okay. I particularly wanted to show you these two shortcuts, and then I wanted to show you a longer cut. It doesn't matter if you want your hair short or long. You don't have to wear your hair short. You know, I definitely prefer to wear mine short, as you see here. But you really, really want to get your hair shaped and maintain that. I think a lot of times people think, oh, I can just kind of get my hair cut once a year and I don't have to do anything to maintain that. Well, you know, it'll still look really good if you get a great haircut, but keep it trimmed and keep it nice throughout the year. It's the difference between you feeling like I can just walk out of the door and fly out of the door and go, and you feeling like I got to pull it back or do a ponytail or, you know, tie a headband around it. Okay. So that is a really, really critical part of, you know, feeling good about your natural hair and getting going. And at Urbanbella, when you see us and you see our look and you see our style, we are 100% maintaining cut, trimmed hair. We keep it cut. We see clients at least every 3 months to make sure that the shape of their hair looks good and falls, and it's really easy. The next thing you really want to do is focus on your hydration and moisture, and you want to be consistent. Hydration and moisture are achieved with quality products and consistency. So you all will hear me talk about this, you know, obviously a lot, but the kind of product you pick matters. It really does matter. It's everything. And so you have to make sure that you're learning and understanding, like if you're not getting the look you want with your hair, if it's not lasting, if it's puffing up. Here's a big one that I noticed. When you style your hair and you put your product on and it puffs right back up, and I mean within the same day, the same, you know, couple of days, that is absolutely, it tells you two things. Your product does not provide enough hydration and moisture to your hair, so your hair is staying dry, so it puffs up really fast. It also means the product quality is not there and it can't capture and hold the curl very long. So when you talk about an Urbanbella look and Urbanbella style, and I'm just gonna flip back here again, you know, when you talk about these nice luscious curls here and this kind of look, it is absolutely, it starts with moisture and hydration and product quality. One of the main things you'll hear me talk about at Urbanbella is our hydration collection. This is one that we had this early fall. It's not available anymore, but we do have another hydration collection on the website. If you're new and you're trying to figure it out, we always say start here. Start with the hydration collection, because that is really going to be the thing that gets your hair where it needs to be in the most important part. Now, of course, we have a million gels at Urbanbella. I say a million, it's like 5, but we have 5 or 6 gels. We will send you samples of gels. Our whole thing is, yeah, you'll get there. You'll get the gel part down. But the gel part is so much better if your hydration level is where it needs to be. And I tell everyone, start with our hydration collection first. Understand the difference in what we do and what everybody else does by looking at our hydration level. That's what I would do first, okay? And I'm just gonna take a look here. Let me pause for a second and look at questions. I love what you say, not sure the spelling. My zhuzh, oh, my zhuzh. Puffy hair, yes, Charlotte, yes, Charlotte. And Charlotte, you know, if you all did not get a chance, if you are not a member of the Urbanbella Beauty Group, let me actually post a link to it right now in the comments. If you are not a member of the Urbanbella Beauty Group, you really want to be. I will go live in there. For some reason, it's just a little bit easier for me, but you definitely want to visit us there. because we have, there's a live tutorial in there where we actually did a consultation with Charlotte. What was that, 2 weeks ago, I think? And in that, I was able to walk Charlotte through. And when I was able to look at Charlotte, look at your hair, I was really able to see the puffiness that we see happening a lot here in the salon. And when we see that puffiness, the first thing we know, because Charlotte's hair looks amazing when she puts the gel on, but in 2 seconds, it just puffed up. It just meant, you know what? We got to get Charlotte's moisture level up. Y'all can see my hands in the side winds. It's probably still blurry, so we won't show my face yet. If you're new here, please know I don't hide on the camera. I have no problem being on camera. I don't want it to be a horrible viewing experience for you. Okay, so that's the only reason you can't see me. But if you're on YouTube watching, you know I'm on all the videos. And if you know me from Facebook, y'all know I'm comfortable on camera. So I hope this is not a deterrent, but I will do it again. So that's something I want people to really, really understand. So let me go back here again, make sure I flow in my little class here. So another big one for us, steam hydration is big, 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 big. And I understand, let me be real clear. I know steam hydration machines are expensive. I am not knocking it at all. I'm not saying like just blow the money. But if a steam hydration machine is just not in the plan right now, get you at least a heat cap. A heat cap is still going to work wonders. It's still going to help you a lot. Now, is it like a steam hydration machine? No, it is not. Steam hydration is pumping additional water onto the surface of the hair, below the surface of the hair, particularly with the Urbanbella treatments. Y'all can't see me. With the Urbanbella treatments, you all can, I put amino acids and protein in our treatment. So one of them, the amino acids treatment, I'll explain how you get that one. That one's only available through the VIP program. But our organic coconut cream repair mask, I put so much coconut oil and protein in there that your moisture level just skyrockets immediately after you use it. And as a case in point, if you really are struggling with your moisture level, you're not seeing what you need to see, I would absolutely try our protein treatment. If you are not familiar with our VIP program, I will post that. The VIPs are getting a free Sanminos, which is amino acids treatment. It is absolutely worth joining VIP just to get that. There are a limited number of them. So I recommend, if you're even considering it, definitely join. I'll post a link to the VIP thing here for you. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about the VIP thing tonight in particular, but I just want to say I've had a lot of people call and ask about the VIP program just for that treatment alone, and it's well worth it. So I'll post that here as well. But point is that we are really big. I'm really big on your moisture level, because I know if you fix that, I know if you get your moisture level where it needs to be, you will have an unbelievable head of natural hair. You'll be very comfortable with your natural hair, and you will also be able to do anything you want. Really, you won't be limited by it. Okay, so let's see. Repeat the hair mask. Absolutely. In fact, I will post a link to the hair mask here. This is the organic coconut cream repair mask. All right, let's see. Let's click on this. And oops, clicked on that too quick. Here we go, y'all. So I will put that here. I've heard protein treatments are good for low porosity hair. Not true, Charlotte. That's another reason I want to do these classes. I want y'all to point out all the little theories that people have told you all. That's not true at all. That's not even scientifically proven. Let me go chemistry on you. Protein, really what it's doing, it is just helping you rebuild holes in the shaft of the hair. I'm doing my hands. Y'all can't even see me. I'm sorry. I'm such a handsy person. Absolutely not true. All the protein is really doing, it's just going in and it's filling in holes. That's what it does. It wraps itself around the hair strand. It helps you hold on to more moisture, and it helps you, it gives you more shine. Now, when you say not good, tell me a little bit more about who said, not who, that's not the who, but tell me what they meant by not good. Tell me a little bit more. Y'all can tell me details. I will break them down and let you know like what's like theory, what's not true, because that's not true at all. And another thing, people are like, oh, you can over protein. I can tell you scientifically that's untrue also. So it's there are certain protein products that people make that are really, really, what do you call it? Drying, very drying. So that can be an issue, but protein itself, no. So holes and low porosity hair. Now, Jamil, if you don't have any holes, the protein is not going to fill in anything. But yes, I mean, everybody's hair strand. So you can't see me, but let me flip. Let me just see if I can get you to see me. Let's just test it, y'all. Let me try and see. Probably not, but, and I'm glad you're asking this question. I will do a class. We'll do another class. We'll do another class on protein and treatments. And that way I can really give you all some more information on what's what. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second to catch. So let's say, let me, do I have something on my desk? Okay, let's just say this is a strand of hair, okay? And my pen here has some little designs on it, okay? Let's say a normal strand of hair, this is just a normal strand of hair, all right? A high porosity strand of hair, like mine, has a lot more of these little holes are lifted up, right? Like this. Low porosity hair, they're more like this. Hair just gets beat up naturally. That's just what it does. The way you know your hair gets beat up, if you put your hair in a ponytail, at the end, that ponytail is really thin, all right? That's just wear and tear. Yes, you do have little holes in your hair. And I say holes, I mean just where protein, your natural protein has gotten chipped off. If you brush it, comb it, lay on a pillow, put it in a ponytail, anything you do to your hair beats it up. So when I say holes, don't necessarily think I mean like something you can see. You can't see it. But it's there. It's just a natural part of life. It's like losing skin cells and stuff like that. Protein 303. Protein is actually just filling that in, but it is not a permanent fill-in. Let me switch back to pictures. That way I don't have to see that. Protein is not a permanent fill-in. You can reapply and whatnot to give the hair some strength and hold it together, but it's not a permanent, it is not altering the state of your hair permanently in any way. It's just making the condition of your hair better. Tell me if that makes any sense whatsoever. Even if it doesn't, tell me and I'm happy to elaborate and do a full thing on protein. All right, let's see. If low porosity means let's see here. Oh, I can put y'all's questions up. Oh, y'all so you can see comments. You know why? That's because I ain't putting them on there. I'm sorry. If low porosity hair means your cuticles have a hard time opening to let moisture in, then I've heard that protein helps to seal your cuticles shut. So it doesn't really seal your cuticles shut. It just attaches itself to the hair strand so that those divots in your hair where it's just gotten beat up, it just fills in. It doesn't actually close it shut at all. Okay. So just to give you some additional information there, tell me if that makes sense. All right. Charlotte, you said protein treatments used on your hair in the past have caused your hair to be hard and brittle. Maybe just the products, but that has been my experience. Yeah, Charlotte, I would definitely say. So like a big one we always used to love was Apogee. Apogee is just dry, horrible product. It's just so terrible. But we have a protein treatment here and we use it like crazy. Love it. I mean, I make it, and I put plenty of protein in it. And the more protein I put in it, the more hydrated your hair is, the softer it is. But I also mix it with a ton of coconut oil. I mean, a ton. San Mino's, the one that's available for VIPs. San Mino, same thing, ton of coconut oil, but I don't use protein, I use amino acids. Same thing, tons and tons and tons of moisture and shine. But both of them are lending to that. They're giving that shine, they're giving that moisture, they're giving that hydration, they're giving the hair some strength. But it's temporary strength. It's a fill-in. It's almost like if a bridge washed out. Oh, think of your hair like land. A bridge washed out. And you're like, oh, we gotta put the bridge back. You rebuild that bridge with a piece of protein. That's exactly how it works. And you're like, but we're gonna put in some shine. Let's put in a shiny bridge. Yeah, let's put in a shiny bridge, and let's put in a bridge that's gonna make my curl look really good. That's exactly what it does. And it makes it easier to comb when you have you know, damaged strands of hair, and let's say damage level 1, nothing intense, you don't notice it. But when you have damage, and you're brushing and combing, it does make it harder, makes your hair harder to comb. When you take the time to actually put good treatments on it, it's kind of doing some repair work, building some bridges on your hair. You comb through your hair, you comb through it like butter. That's what it's doing. So how often should you use protein treatment? We still, Charlotte, just tell people to stick to a more traditional time frame with using protein. We think you should use it like once a month, every other month is fine. If you are really, really in need of like major, you're like, no, I need something more often. That's why we made our San Minos treatment. Again, San Minos is available to the VIPs though. But San Minos used to be one we only did in the salon. And we tested it out in the salon for about 4 years. We love it. We really saw the benefits of it. But San Minos is great. And but in the meantime, protein is fine also. And you will get great results with the protein too. All right, so let's see. Seems you would need, let's see, Jamil. Seems that you would need, need to moisturize, need to up the moisture. I'm sorry, Jamil. Girl, I'm so sorry about that. You would need to up the moisture of low porosity hair first before applying a protein treatment. You know what? I would probably first ask what the concern is for your hair. When we do protein, we do it in the steamer. So when we do it in the steamer, you know, that heat, it opens up the cuticle a bit. But it depends. If you're having a moisture issue, you need the treatment to raise the moisture level. So I'm not sure. And keep in mind too, and this goes back to Charlotte's comment. Charlotte, what was your comment? You made a comment about, the different types of protein. In ours, we have a lot of coconut oil in it. There's a couple of things in there. It's coconut oil. It's a honey extract in it. There's glycerin in it. So all of those things are really, really, really amazing. Raising your moisture level. Okay. All right, Kimmy. If your goal is length retention, what do you say to those who say washing goals aren't good for that? That increases breakage. Well, here's what we have seen over the years, Kimmy. So the less manipulation you do to the hair, the longer and healthier it is. A wash and go is the least amount of manipulation to the hair. You wash it once a week, you style it, you leave it alone. When you start twisting and protective styling and things of that nature, you're wrapping the hair strands around each other, you're roping them, and that actually leads to more worn out hair. Now, of course, everybody's hair is different. That has been what we have seen, not necessarily because we do the twisting, even just talking to people who have done their own twisting of their hair over the years. They're like, it really wears my hair down. Now, I can tell you that wash and goes don't have anything to do with causing breakage for sure. And I can only speak to that because we've been doing them for 16 years. And I've had long hair, short hair. If I could find a long hair picture of me, I've only been a wash and go person. Our salon, all of our clients who have short hair kind of cut their hair in the last like 4 years. It's just been a trend here. But everybody's got long hair. Everybody does a wash and go. We really don't know people in the natural hair industry who are twisters. We don't. We rarely get anyone who calls us for that. Matter of fact, if I walk through the salon and see somebody getting a twist, I have to do a double take. I'm like, oh, what's going on with you? Why are we twisting? So that, again, theory. What do I say for those who say it isn't good? You'd have to probably show us your technique. I would really want to see what kind of wash and go you're doing. I would also ask, have they seen the way we do it? Our technique is very simple. It provides a lot of hydration, and keeping your hair trimmed and doing using quality product are the things that really, really keep hair healthy. And when I say trim, I mean, even with that, unless you're wearing your hair short, trim it twice a year tops. You don't have to do a lot of trimming. You can cut it once a year, whatever works for your style and your look. But no, wash and goes don't cause that at all. Okay, and Jamil, you're saying you see the difference that a steamer makes. Yes, it makes a big difference. It does. It's going to really soften up the hair. But Jamil, let me know more. Let me know more about your experience with protein, questions and concerns you have about low porosity hair. Again, I hope I wasn't confusing about the holes thing, this comment you posted here. I was definitely not wanting to make you think your hair had holes, but that was just probably a bad example. More like a pine cone. Think about a pine cone. Pine cones, you blow them around when they're wide open, they get chipped up a little bit. The more closed the pine cone, low porosity hair, the less chipping and damage it has to it. The more open, highly porous hair, a lot more chipping, a lot drier, requires a lot more work. And everybody does not have to do the same thing. I want to make sure I emphasize that, and going back to the thing I was saying earlier, like make sure one of the things that happens to a lot of natural people I was talking about is when we envy other people's natural hair. And so we envy other people's journey. So like even this model I have on the screen, this is very low porosity hair. She does not have the same, issues and concerns that, this woman has. Not at all. This is much, much more porous hair than this. Also here, these two women, the redhead, her hair is much more porous. She's got a whole different bang of issues, but she's got, the woman on the right with the more tapered cut, she's got her own, stack of issues. There's certain styles she can't wear. She can't get this part to do something she wants it to do. And we've seen it day in and day out where, both of these women can be in the salon and the redhead wants hair like the woman with the black hair, and the woman with the black hair is trying to figure out why her twist out didn't look like that. So, we all have something that is very enviable by the other side. Very, very common, very, very normal. So let's see. Let me make sure I give you all these pointers. I do see another question. I'm going to get through this information, and then I'm going to circle back around for questions and comments. Let's see. All right, so I talked about steam hydration. One other thing, last thing I really want to leave you all with is this. Using a hard top hooded dryer will give you 3 things, okay? And this is one part, I kind of figured out over time when people ask like, well, why doesn't my wash and go look like that? And so I start, I'm trying to break it down. I'm trying to see what's different for everybody. And sorry about that, y'all. What's different for everybody. And one thing I noticed was that a lot of people didn't have a hard top dryer. Wash and go has kind of taken on the go part very literally. And we recommend a hood top dryer. And there's 3 things it'll do for you. It's going to make your style last a lot longer. I mean, a lot longer. It's a night and day difference. Your style is more elongated, significantly more, okay? And your hair is shinier, a lot shinier. So those 3 things are major. They are. And then you don't have to have them. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you don't have, your style doesn't last as long, hey, no problem. Whatever works for you. If your style having it elongated, you can care less, no problem. If shiny hair is not your jus, your hair is very shiny already, again, no problem. But the more porous your hair, and I do want to say this, I do lean in the type 4C narrative a lot because that's mostly what we see. That's what I am. So these are struggles more so, I will say, for the type 4C natural that, longer lasting, getting it to last longer, getting it more elongated, getting it shinier. A hard top dryer will give you those things, okay? Let your hair fully dry. A lot of people say, I just sleep on it wet. No problem, because it's a completely different finish and look. Still beautiful, but different. And the last thing I want to say is you really want to use high quality gels like Urbanbella brand gels, okay? There is a difference. And I will dive, this session isn't necessarily about how to use Urbanbella products. This session is more so the foundation of how we function. But with all of that is quality products, okay? Very good quality products. Our gels are very hydrating and they last a long time. That's really the difference between our product and most stuff you see. I always leave it to the community to compare products and give you a breakdown. I highly recommend just post here. The women who already buy our products and are members of our VIP community will tell you exactly what they love and what works for them. And I think for the most part, people love the education that I provide and with my team. But that education is great. The product better work too. So it does. And that is a really, really key part. Okay. All right. So I'm going to post up our contact info here for people who are just, wondering how to get in contact with Urbanbella, how to figure out, where in the world are we and how to get in touch with us. This is our website. This is our address. With the pandemic, we do ask that if you wanted to get some help with products, that you give us a call and let us know what you need. We're going to assist you and consult you over the phone just because our retail store is open for product pickup only at this time. Obviously, you can always order online. You can always give us a call. We are readily available. Oh, something new. Let me tell y'all this real quick. There is an answering service in place that answers our phones. Because we are just really, really, really busy. I do not like to miss any calls. So you, from time to time, will get someone calling you, someone picking up the line from, that does not sound anything like me. So it is Urbanbella. I had to put an additional team in place to help us with our phones because they're ringing so much. I'm sorry, you all, about that. I don't know why that's doing that. So I did put a team in place. They are there to help us with our lines, but it is myself and the Urbanbella team internally that calls you back and answers your questions. Okay. All right. So let me pop in here and answer some more questions. All right. Steamer, Miss Venegas, how are you? So, all right. I have a lot of tangles and knots, mostly at the tip of your hair. What would you recommend? I'm well overdue for a visit. Yes. I hope much of the courage to come soon. You don't need courage to come in to see us. So Felicia, yes, that's a trim. You need a trim. That's maintenance. And let me know if you're twisting. Are you doing the wash and goes or are you twisting? So let me know. But yeah, come on in and get a trim. That's what that's about. And also let me say this: tangles and knots. If you ever had your hair trimmed, cut, or something in a 6-month period or more, your hair is harder to comb. It just is. Again, like I was talking about those ends, the hair just gets beat up and it's harder to work with. But if you get a trim or a cut, you're combing through your hair, you're like, oh my God, it comes through like butter. That's because you just got it trimmed. You just got some ends cleaned off. So that's a common thing. And we'd love to see you. Come on in. Okay. And also, everybody, let me say this about Urbanbella Salon. We have extended the hours. We are now taking appointments at from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can book anytime in that time frame. Just give us a call. We are still not booking online because we have to make sure we have enough space. And online booking, sometimes it leads to crowding, and we just can't make that mistake right now in the middle of the pandemic. Let me think, what else do I need to tell you? So the number's there to call and book an appointment. Let me take this down so you can see the number there. And want to tell you all that. So, all right. So the pine cones make sense. Excellent, Jamil. I'm so glad. I used to use the pine cone explanation to teach this, and I have not used that in a while. So I will go back to the pine cone explanation. All right. Debbie, you have the same problem. Debbie, tell me what problem that is. Is that retention or moisture or low porosity? All right, Nikki, your hair shrivels. Do you mean shrinks, Nikki? Tell me what you mean by shrivels. Sabrina, how are you? Nikki, you've been trying to let your hair air dry. Okay, that's cool. And air drying is fine, y'all. Trust and believe. I mean, I air dry from time to time. Clients air dry. But if you're looking to get the look that you see, like, let's just go back to it. this, this, this is air. This is dry hair. This is probably dry too, but most likely this is air dried hair actually. I probably air dried, and the reason, and you can tell, you can see my mouse. I'm a little fuzzy around the edges. That only comes from air drying and not wearing a shower cap in the shower. Okay, it's another thing I do. I wear a shower cap. Okay, Felicia, you've been doing the wash and goes. Okay, you've been doing the wash and goes. Then I would say trimming and steaming. But honestly, that sounds like you probably just need to come on in and get a trim. All right. No, we do not, Tanya, straighten hair in order to trim it. We do everything curly here. Okay. So yeah, no, we do everything in your natural texture. Let me go back to this picture, y'all. So no, this one. No, we do everything in texture. We really respect the curl, and we really believe that you should respect the curl as much as possible. You know, if you don't have to, we don't have to do it. We don't even. If you asked us to cut your hair straight, we'd probably do like a double take. I mean, we can do it because that's how stylists are trained, but our program here is textured hair for sure. All right, so let's go back to the comments. All right. With the hooded dryer I have at home. Nikki, was that a question? Yes, but a hood dryer you have at home is fine. Absolutely. Anitra. Okay, y'all, this is a veteran right here. Anitra said, I did air drying once. Emphasis on once. Oh, God, yes. Yeah, that's about how that goes, y'all. Once you hood dry, you really will not go back to air drying. You won't. I mean, and some of you may be comfortable sleeping with your hair wet. I'm not. You know, my hair is extremely dense. It takes days to dry. That is just not, and I mean days to dry, not on the ends, I mean the roots. So the roots are puffed up. It's not as cute. It's not bad, but it's just not, that's not what I want to do. And so, I like to recommend to you all what, again, this session, this course is about how to get the Urbanbella look. Okay. All right. And Sabrina, I'm glad to see you. I can't see you, but I'm glad to know you're out there. All right. Debbie, let me go back. I'm sorry. Debbie, I have knots and tangles. You want my haircut and have hydration and curl definition. Debbie, have you been into the salon? Come on in. We can get your hair cut. And I wear my hair tapered. I wear a tapered cut. I've been wearing it for at least this point. I want to say I'm creeping up on year 4 with a tapered cut. I love it. And yeah, I love it. I love my tapered cut. I wouldn't I wouldn't say I wouldn't trade it because it's growing out, but I'm still growing it tapered. Well, come on in, Debbie. Call us. We can get you booked. All right. Nikki, you give me a full sentence. It shrinks more of the hooded dryer. Really? Nikki, do you use Urbanbella products? That is a very key point. And have you looked and watched the Urbanbella technique? You will need our technique. You will need our product, because if it's not a quality gel, absolutely it's going to shrink. Now, with that being said, Nikki, there are times where I see where people, they might get more shrinkage with hood drying. Rarely, scientifically, I'm just going to go science on you, on everybody real quick. Just the rate of exchange of water and air under a hood dryer just lends itself more to a more elongated look. Okay, so I can explain that in another class, another day. Hood drying, yes, Debbie. Hood drying is better than air drying. Yes, ma'am. All right. So Debbie, yes, come visit us. If you haven't been to our salon before, I highly recommend it. All right. So everyone, that wraps up this course for tonight. Obviously, there were a lot of questions and a lot of comments, some things I will dig down in later. I'm so sorry that you cannot see me. If this is your first time, again, viewing, I'm not this cryptic. I absolutely love to, show my face and see you all. I can't see you all, but, something close to it. I prefer a more personalized experience for everyone. So just so you know, if it's your first rodeo with me, I normally show my face. Okay, so I believe everyone, that is all. Let's see, it does shrink, Nikki. It's how natural hair goes, but it's, as Keneesha said, it'll be longer with the right product. Yes, absolutely, Nikki. If you got the right product, it is a better deal. Okay, so I am going to make sure that in case you are looking to reach out to us, that banner stays up there. And are there any other questions I can answer tonight before I wrap up this session? So also just kind of note that we're now doing the show on Thursdays at 5 versus Friday. So I will not be live tomorrow, but I will take this material that we have today and I will post it to the blog, the Urbanbella blog. I will share that with you via email. So if you are signed up for Urbanbella email, you will automatically get it. If you are not signed up for Urbanbella email, please definitely visit our website and sign up for email. We'd love to have you there. And continue to please post the questions to the Urbanbella Beauty Group. I did post a link to it there. And we'll continue discussing it in the group. If you worked late, like Carla, we will keep talking about it in the group for Carla. Hi, Carla. Carla says she worked late, y'all. She said she's sorry she missed it. That's okay, Carla. We're happy you're here now. So I'm gonna pop up so we can all see Carla. We're gonna wait to Carla. Hey, Carla. But thank you all, Carla. Thank you so much for joining late too. Late is so much better than never. I appreciate you all so much for being here. So let's see, I'm just going to post this here. So, oh, by the way, also, you all will be able to see each other's comments once I turn off this live. So you'll be able to see each other's comments and stuff in case you missed something. And again, like I said, I will create a blog post of this today and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay, everyone. Oh, also, we are booking appointments for Thanksgiving in the salon. If you need a hair appointment for Thanksgiving, please call now. We will be closed on Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Obviously, we'll have great sales for that, but the store will not be open on Black Friday. We will only be doing shipping out when we return on the Saturday after, okay? If I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be like shipping some stuff out, if I'm here for product pickup, I will let you know, okay? And Anitra, I see you're calling right now. What you're gonna end up getting, Anitra, is our, what is it called, Anitra? I forgot already. Our customer service people. They're gonna pick up. So just leave a message with them and I'll call you right back, okay? All right, thank you all so much. And I look forward to seeing you all next Thursday. So I will post the topic. Feel free to comment, post what topics you want to see and what you need me to talk about. I'm going to dive into some stuff that was asked here and we'll go from there. Okay, have a good one. Thank you all so much for joining me. Bye-bye.